Hello, hello, and welcome back to Voice of Cards. Not much time to explain, but I have 100 moves to get out of the volcano before it explodes and I die. I think that's enough of an explanation. Also, can't jump, can't save, can't use Bellwether. The game really wants me to go through the slog of it, where I have to go move by move. So I have not touched it since the last time I played, so we'll just see how it goes. I wonder if I can go diagonal. I cannot. I cannot go diagonal. They do not count diagonal moves as one move. So I have to go up, down, left, right. Oh. And I have to fight enemies too, despite the fact that the whole volcano is exploding or erupting. And enemies are like, you know, we're just gonna fuck with you anyway. Fortunately, I remember that ice is going to be the thing that saves us from probably like 5 minutes of combat. Or just miss a lot. I don't care anymore. Go for the freeze. No freeze. And unfortunately, I didn't get the I didn't get Mars super move ready, so I'll just have to go with what I have. To be honest, I don't think I'll be able to use Mars super move very much, since I'm using Melanie's spells a lot, and she needs as much gems as she can get. So I'll try to get through this as quickly as I can, try to move on to the next task, whatever that will be. Now that the dragon is dead, I don't really know much else to go on. I mean, they probably want us to go after the guy that killed it. I forgot his name already. It's been a week since I last saw him. Ah, another combat. It started with an S, I remember that. Sherman? I want to say Sherman. You know what? His name's Sherman now. The character I've only known for like the whole 2 minutes he was on screen. The one thing that I didn't that didn't show up through my last session was the actual story between my main protagonist here and Mar. Because they kind of had it set up for them to have character development, but all of a sudden they were like, oh, well, time to move on. Time to find the dragon. Oh, what's that? We're moping? We have some kind of horrible story to tell? Not really. Nah, we can just move on. I hope that's not the case. I think... Because I'm looking for that character development. I want that development happening in this game, because not much of it has been going on. And I think Melanie got a little bit of development. Bruno is fine as he is. He's perfect. No need to have any more development on him as it is. And Ridis, whatever. Ridis is Ridis. That's all I'll say about her. Here, let me help you out. We need to get back on our feet. This is actually taking longer than I wanted. It's not that I don't want to invest. What am I trying to say? It's not that I don't want the investment in this game, emotional investments or emotional attachments to the characters, but at least give them something for me to actually make me feel sorry for them, or make me feel some kind of emotion for them. Give me some reason why they're doing what they're doing, and why Melanie had to fight one of her own kind. That would be nice to know. But alas, I think this is the best this game will give me for now. Oh, thank you. I love to know the Fireball's backstory, because that's the important character. I need to know about the Fireball. All right, let's get to the escape route. And of course, oh no. I can't. Okay. It has reached a point where I can't explore everything that I want. Look at how much there is. I want to explore every tile, but I can't with 87 moves. You know, they know this. They know this. That's why they put it here. All right, I'll play your game. Your video game. No, I can't waste space. I can't waste space. I can't. I really want to waste space, though. I'm sure the game will gave me plenty of moves for it, but I refuse. This is not my high roll this session, unfortunately. And me having a limited time to get out of here doesn't help either.
That was lucky.
So during this week there was the announcement for the new Monster Hunter DLC, Sunbreak. I didn't watch it live, but I did watch the video of it later in the day that it came out, and I feel ready. I feel ready for the new expansion already. I didn't completely finish what I wanted to do for Rise yet. I still need to like build my Valstrax set, and I still need to get all the Gathering Hub quests done. I'm still a bit behind on it. So I'm hoping, I wanted that one. So I'm hoping to get that done before the DLC comes out, which fortunately I have plenty of time to do. Between playing this game and playing Final Fantasy XIV over the weekend. And what else? What else am I doing? Maybe going back to Elden Ring again. I don't know. Elden Ring. I'm glad that I finished the game. I didn't complete it. Like I didn't 100% it. But I saw so much in Elden Ring that I think I can finally like stray away from Elden Ring a little while before I hop back into it. I only did 2 moves. Okay, okay. At least I'm getting the high rolls. And there we go. Can we get him? Yes. To me, I don't think I want to switch this party at all ever again, because the dynamic that I have right now is just too good. Melanie's elemental attacks and elemental adverse effects. Mars' beefy defense and health. And my main character's healing capacity make them a very deadly trio. And don't get me wrong, I do really like Bruno as a character, but I missed? How dare you? But he isn't as... to be honest, I don't think he's as strong as Mar. And a lot of the skills that he's been unlocking is mainly supportive, which makes sense because he's a character that deals with creating nutrition, creating concoctions that buff the party. I mean, we need all the muscles we can get. That is for sure. And now he's got a healing factor in there. So he's definitely has more support than... Oh, that was dead end. I should have known. He's definitely more of a support character than an offensive character.
Don't hold back.
I guess I was right after all about not having enough steps to explore every single nook and cranny of this place. Because I feel like this game is going to punish me severely for taking the wrong way.
Take your time. There's no need to rush yet.
Oh! Oh, there's no need to rush yet. There's no... Why'd you say that? Now you're gonna make me divert from the path. That's not cool. That's not cool, man.
You did great.
At least I'm getting experience from this. Okay. Whoa.
Lava oozes from the rock beneath. You miss stepping on it through sheer dumb luck. Best proceed with caution.
Okay, either... Alright, I'm just gonna go for broke. I'm just gonna go straight to the exit when I can. There's probably a chest that contains, I don't know, maybe like a salve.
Don't hold back.
Congrats on exploring every nook and cranny of the place and getting a treasure chest. You only have 30 steps left to get all the way across the room. Here's a salve. There we go. There we go. But most certainly, I am almost through the main story quest in Final Fantasy XIV, though. I'm up to level 89, and I just finished the I finished a trial at level 89. I won't spoil what it is because it is a very nice fight. It's a very good fight. There it is. And after I stopped playing that, my friend Trousers told me that I stopped at a very good time. Like, that was a good place to stop because it gets harder to split apart, like, the next set of quests that go up until the very final quest. So I'll have to figure out how to split the two sessions that I'll need to do for it coming up this Saturday. By the way, speaking of Final Fantasy XIV and just MMOs in general, for a while I was actually hooked onto Lost Ark. I was playing a bit of that on my own, and then I spent a few days with friends that also picked up the game. Unfortunately, like we thought, our fascination with the game didn't last too long. It's not that it's not a good game. I think it is really good game.
Want to pick up the pace about now.
Oh, are you really? I'm glad you think so. 15 moves left. I think the combat system is really great, and the locales are nice. I like some of the features that while I was going through the like the story quests. Like you can pick up maps where that unlock like secret locations that give you more treasures and a little tiny mini boss to fight. Like those are nice. I did not make it to the end game though, and that's I'm disappointed in myself for that. But partially why I did that, I didn't move on from that was part of the reason was because Elden Ring came out and that drew my attention away. But like the underlying reason really was
You're nearly out. The relief of knowing you may yet outrun the encroaching lava is immense.
the main reason I stopped playing was because I've been hearing a lot about the pay to win aspects. And I know there's a whole controversy around like the pay to win the pay to win in Lost Ark, and people are talking about like the definition of pay to win and what people think is pay to win. Well, let me get through this first, and then we'll talk more about it.
And short-lived, as monsters burst forth from the lava, blocking your escape.
Why do they not want to escape? That is my question. This is the perfect time for them to escape, and they're like, "Ah, humans! We must destroy the humans. This is our turf." Fortunately, I can just take care of their bullshit. And by take care of it, I mean completely miss the freezing entirely.
That was lucky. Excellent.
That was pretty good, actually. Okay, you can stop attacking Melanie now. I think that would be great if you could do that. Add 4 to fire damage. That's actually going to be bad for us. There we go. Okay, we'll ignore him for a bit. Well, I could just keep talking. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching videos on of Lost Ark's like progression system in PvE, and how it's a lot more advantageous for people to pay for like unlocking like endgame gear quickly compared to simply doing the grind yourself. I think there was a guy that actually had a chart about like how long it will take to get from early game to end game versus just paying your way all the way to the end game, like getting end game gear, but you know, there are with slight differences, like without the bonus effects if you pay for it. Like there are some minor differences like that. And they're saying like a person can pay themselves all the way to the end game, get like upgrade all their gear to like the maximum that it can go.
Race out of the volcano, the monsters scarcely having hit the ground behind you.
And according to them, like those people who actually spent money on it that just make it all the way there can take them within a day to get to it. Well, versus people that actually just go through the game on like without spending a dime. Taking them like 5 to 6 months, I think that's what it was. And I mean, and I was looking at that, I was like, holy shit. That sucks. Like I can handle a little grind without spending money, but the fact that people can spend money and get through all of that without spending even a single day grinding, that kind of defeats the purpose of playing through the game, in my opinion. And I'm saying this while there's a freaking recap going on. Chapter 7, Dragon Tier. So they obviously want the Dragon Tier. But why? They said...
After your narrow escape from the volcano, you mull over what you learned at the summit.
I mean, they said, I was told, as it was told, the Dragon Tier can be used to cure any ailment and heal any wound instantly. But they said it also has the power to destroy the world. So in the wrong hands, it can be used for evil. So what kind of power does it have to actually be able to destroy the world with?
Truth about the dragon and the medicine. What the Ivory Order and Sherwin are actually after. And Vince's
Sherwin, that
about Dragon Tier destroying the world.
I was close. I said Sherman.
You decide to return to the village of the sick to try and make sense of everything.
Anyway, I do apologize for going out on a tangent about Lost Ark. I mean, Lost Ark overall is a good game, good gameplay and everything. I can attest to that. Even if I didn't make it through the main story quests yet, like so far, I'm having a fun time with it. Despite not listening to the story at all, because the story is boring. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm telling it like it is for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have no qualms against the game, aside from that pay-to-win aspect.
Says Ridis. She certainly looks it.
I will shut up about Lost Ark for the rest of my time.
Bruno is silent and looks deep in thought.
That's a first.
As you head into the village after your friends, another headache splits your skull. This place. Something about it is triggering a memory that feels like it's trying to claw its way out of your brain. Let's rest up at the inn, suggests Melanie, taking in everyone's state.
Okay, so there's finally some semblance of a backstory for the hero. Oh, let me check real quick no, not even close. So my goal right now is to get 20,000 gold pieces so that I can get that weapon from the first village.
Here to stay the night? The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn. At dinner time, you and your friends gather around the table. For a while, it's quiet, but then Melanie speaks up. Now that the dragon's been defeated, she says, what are we going to do?
Get the money. Oh boy. All right. So, I mean, I could still collect the reward, but the whole thing about the Ivory Order is kind of sus. I wonder why they wanted to capture the dragon rather than kill it, for one. And then this guy comes out of nowhere and just kills it. So that's a weird situation. Obviously, Sherwin is working is working on his own or working with someone else to be able to for him to do something like that. Then again, he could be allied with the Queen. Maybe some Ivory Order soldiers do work with the Queen in wanting to slay the dragon. Maybe the Queen, after all, is behind this. Going after the Ivory Order, I don't know if that's going to be the thing for me, because I think the majority of the Ivory Order wanted it captured, wanted it like for, you know, the power for themselves. I definitely want to find out more about the island, especially learning about my character and Mars' backstory. So I probably won't go to the castle right away. I think this is my first answer.
I want to learn a little more about this island, you say. Bruno agrees with you. They call this place Mount Medica. Something tells me there are still secrets to uncover. In truth, the Ivory Order wanted to capture the dragon alive, but Sherwin killed him. You can't help feeling the Ivory Order is still hiding something about this island, the dragon and the medicine. Whether you go after the Ivory Order or investigate the island, first and foremost, you need information. The Overseer should be pretty knowledgeable about the island, reasons Melanie. You decide to pay a visit to the Overseer after a good night's rest.
Next step achieved. Hear about Silfor, the self-proclaimed overseer of the village of the sick, has to say. I will not get that name right ever.
Silfor, the village headman come overseer, comes out to welcome you.
That is a bad spot to split a word. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna no.
After detailing what happened atop the volcano, you ask him to tell you everything he knows about this island. So, the dragon's tears are the medicine's main ingredient, he muses.
Alright, what do you ask him? This is where the medicine's made? The fact that Seal4 didn't really understand that maybe he does know that the dragon tears were the main ingredient, but he kinda makes it sound like he didn't. Let's talk of what the deal was.
Ask Silfor what the deal with this island is. After a moment, he begins speaking in a quiet voice. He tells you about the medicine factory here on the island that the Ivory Order oversees, and that this village was founded in order to provide a steady supply of human test subjects for their new medicine.
Well, that explains why a lot of the people were crazy. Hold on. There's a medicine factory that the Ivory Order oversees. So the Ivory Order is responsible for the dragon tears, which means they've been going around capturing this dragon in the first place. They're the ones responsible. They're also the ones responsible for making the villagers as they are now in this village. So, I mean, that's what I'm picking up right now. So obviously, the only thing to do is hit them in the face really hard.
Now that you know the truth about the island and the village, you turn to Silfor and pose further questions.
By the way, I like the choker that he has. It looks like one of those washers that you would you know, one of those washers that you screw in with to protect the protect the appliance from scratches when you screw something in. It's like that one. It's kind of hard to talk. Actually, no, it's more like one of the hair ties my wife has. Just stretches it out all the way. That's why its neck's so skinny. That's why his neck's really skinny. Just stretched out a hair tie, put it over his head. I mean, he enjoys it, obviously. Just look at it. Look at him. He's uncanny. It's uncanny. Let's see, what do you ask? So, we know that he forced the dragon, but testing new medicine?
What do you mean, testing new medicine, you ask? Silfor explains that before the Ivory Order sends any of its medicines out to the greater world, they test them here first. With all the new medicines they're constantly prescribed, the villagers here suffer strange side effects.
No shit.
All except Silfor, who says he's exempt from the tests on account of being in charge of the village on the Order's behalf.
Oh, well, aren't you a lucky person? Well, how about that?
Probing further, you ask, and the Ivory Order forced the dragon to make medicine at that factory? I'm almost positive they did, he replies.
Yeah, so even though he wasn't involved in the actual making of the medicine, he still had an idea that the dragon is being tortured.
That explains why the Order wanted to capture him, says Bruno, understanding dawning on his face.
Oh, Bruno, I'm so happy that you're catching up on this, that you're keeping up.
If that's the case, why did Sherwin flout the Order and kill the dragon? You're still missing the final piece of this puzzle.
I still think Sherwin is working with the Queen. That is my guess. The Queen wanted it slayed in the first place. And Sherwin, even though he's in the Ivory Order, must be allied with the Queen. That's my guess.
Sometimes we get people who try to escape, he says, his gaze dropping. The Order always catches them. This is horrible, says Melanie, a harrowed look on her face. You know the abandoned house at the western edge of the village? Well, once upon a time, a family of 4 lived there. As Silfor speaks, you feel all the blood drain from your body. There's something I'd like to see for myself at that house, you say, your brow creased. At the uncharacteristically somber look on your face, Melanie, Rittis, and Bruno give silent nods.
Oh, all right, background story time. Finally, I get to know the roots of this character.
You stand before the dilapidated house. It looks like no one's lived here for a long, long time. You open the door and go inside, your gaze roving across the dusty space. Your eyes land on a progression of horizontal notches on the lower section of a support beam, markings to measure a child's growth. And carved into the beam beside the markings are your and Mars' names. Seeing your names unleashes a flood of memories you hadn't realized you'd kept locked away.
Can we go home? It's getting really dark. Mars to... Oh, no. Mars not a dragon or beast thing, is he? He's my character's brother, isn't he? Yeah, let's go. Sure. Return home. No, I'll go the armor. I'm gonna need... I don't have any money. I was like, I'm gonna need a weapon. Oh, it's my sister. Welcome home. Oh, look, you two caked in mud again. They didn't even bother making unique silhouettes for my mom and dad, huh? No, they just copy paste. Add the black silhouette shading over them. That's fine. Mar hid so well, it took me ages to find her. I'm the hide and seek champion. You're my snot-nosed little sister is what you are. Yeah, you're just mad because I always find you super fast. all right. Settle down, you little terrors. That's what I call my puppy Charlotte. I swear, you twins are the only ones who can keep up with yourselves. Now go get changed for dinner. I'm sure we will not get killed by the time you get back. Is the watery soup really all there is again? Whining won't change that, I'm afraid. But I want real food. This isn't going to fill me up at all. I know, but we just can't afford to buy anything else. But it won't be like this forever, you'll see. Now to sell our body to science. Several days later. Now I want the two of you to hold on to my hands no matter what, alright? It's pitch black outside. Where are we going? Hurry, we can't let them find us. Escape subject spotted. Securing it once. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. Give me more. More medicine. The effects of this new medicine spiral too much out of hand. It's a failure. What are you waiting for? Put it in my... Wait, what? Put it in my... Alright, you need a timeout, young lady. This one's no good either. Pitiful. What happens to the ones who try to flee? What are the findings for the medicine those twins were given? Oh, it's my twin sister. Makes sense because we have the same size. Look at that girl. She's transforming into a monster. So she's a non-match for the medicine. Only a undiluted solution of dragon tear can cure her now. This one isn't exhibiting any signs of transformation. We should have enough to make our report to the mausoleum now. I'll never understand why they chose to build the factory on this island at the mausoleum. It's so out of the way. What should we do with the twins? Dispose of them? No. Leave them to die with their parents. Oh my god.
The trauma of what happened, combined with the effects of the medicine, spurred the loss of your memories.
Okay, it makes a little bit sense now.
But now you remember the horror in full detail. Sobbing, you gather Mar in your arms. Melanie, Riddis, and Bruno just stand there in silence, absorbing the truth of your origins. Melanie, who knows all too well the pain of losing your parents, turns to you with tears on her cheeks. We have a lot in common, you and I. That's how we've made it this far together, she says softly. Moved by her kindness, you give her a silent nod. But I've still got farther to go, you say, scrubbing your face dry. As painful as those memories are, something the Ivory Order disciples said gave you hope. If you can get your hands on an undiluted solution of dragon tear, you can restore Mar to her human form. And what was that about the place they called the mausoleum? That's probably a good enough place as any to start looking for dragon tear. Melanie doesn't miss the determination that blooms on your face. Whatever it is you need to do, she says, I'm with you.
Determine the mausoleum's exact location. That is fucking dark. That is a fucking dark story. Of all the times in this game, how did that was the one that shook me.
For if he's ever heard of a place called the Mausoleum. He tells you the steep cliffs north of the village block the way. To get to the mausoleum, you'll have to go around. He advises you to first go east and then head north from the wharf. The wharf, that's where we first docked, right? Clarifies Bruno.
It's weird how the village head is
To the mausoleum is along. If you start feeling weary on your journey, use the jump feature to return to the village.
Alright, so narrator is advising that it's going to get pretty long. Fortunately, we have a little bit of time to at least go part of the way. Or at least all the way. So Sealfur has been unexpectedly cooperative with us. I guess he just doesn't mind who knows about it. After all, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter to him. All right. So he wants me to head east, then head north along the wharf. So I guess like around here? I'm an idiot. East is the other way.
A giant boulder impedes the path. You stop, unable to go any farther. But when you turn around...
I don't know why I keep confusing west with east, but there you go. My bad.
Who do you see but the Ivory Order trio?
Fuck you!
In a flash, you draw your weapons, but Headwind calls out, "Wait." Unlike the other times you've crossed paths, the trio doesn't seem keen on fighting you.
Yeah, them's fighting words.
In response, conveniently, you've got some questions for them anyway. You demand to know what the Ivory Order wants. There's no reason to hide it any longer, begins Headwind. He tells you of the immense fortune the Order amassed by selling the medicine they forced the dragon to make on this island.
Oh, really? It was really for money.
Recapturing the dragon was the Order's true goal.
Of course it is.
The dragon's imprisonment on this island was a secret only the upper echelons of the Order were privy to. Even Queen Nilla didn't know. You ask where Sherwin disappeared to after he killed the dragon atop the volcano. We too seek Sherwin, says Winifred. Atop the volcano, Sherwin swore to destroy that place. Headwind says he was talking about the mausoleum. Winifred ponders the question of why Sherwin would betray the Order and kill the dragon. Alas, we cannot get to the mausoleum with this in our way, Headwind says, gesturing to the giant boulder. Upon closer examination of the boulder, you see fissures spidering along its surface. Perhaps it was weakened by the earthquake caused by the volcano erupting. With the right approach, you might be able to force your way through after all.
Probably a weak spot in the rocks. Yeah, I know the perfect person for this.
You ask Bruno to put his brawn to use and smash the boulder to smithereens.
You got this, Bruno.
He squares off in front of the giant stone and strikes the fissure with a mighty knife-edged chop. Silence before the boulder crumbles.
Just rip. Just. That's the opposite of what people would do with cards, you know? just fucking pick up the card and just. You can just imagine Bruno. It's like with all his rippling muscles, just picking up a little card, just going. Oh my God!
The Ivory Order offers a curt thanks before hurrying on ahead.
Oh, what is up with this game? And just giving Bruno everything. Just making him like the perfect tool. Alright. So obviously with those three backstories unlocked, obviously we're reaching near the end of the game. I mean, I would believe so because there is 10 mysterious cards and I need to find the 10th still. Which I'm guessing is in a place up here. But of course, as always, I'm gonna go around and flip over all the cards that I can see. So let's get to it.
Watch out, your friends cry, as something comes hurtling straight at your face. You keep your cool. Your friends gasp as you catch whatever it is before it clobbers you.
Did they give me free armor? The fuck? Is it good? -1. Oh, -1 versus the -2. So better defense and slightly better speed. Well, okay. I mean, can't say no to an upgrade like that. Good for me. And that was like the first minute I got here. Awesome.
You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear.
All right, I think we've seen this song and dance time and time again.
You hastily grab a scrap of paper.
It's just more treasure. Seek out the location of the dragon's nostril. All right, yeah, whatever. The same song and dance. Let's just keep an eye out for it. All right, well, let's just take a look around at what they've got.
Unsold wares. I would be happy to sell to you for a fraction of the price. The old woman says as she lines up some medicine bottles before you.
Oh. Ooh, big sales. Hey, she got supreme salves too. I have 2 of them. Cure target of seal, cure target of curse. There are some items here that I don't recognize. But I have I barely have any, I barely have any room though. I definitely need this. Is there a chance for me to sell here?
I'm closing for the day, she announces as she packs up her goods. It seems you won't be able to do any more shopping here.
It's fine. I mean, I didn't know what the unseal item was, but now I at least have one. I'm just gonna have to clear out some parts of my inventory before I move on. That's all.
You found a stealer, but upon further inspection, it doesn't appear to do anything special. But surely, it's not simply stood here for the sake of it. You make note of it in case you're told to seek out another stealer later.
Interesting. Probably plays a role later in the game. Ah, come on, more enemies!
You pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. It has a message scrawled on it in crude lettering.
Same old song and dance. Just gonna pick it up. What's it say?
Out for the treasure on your travels.
That made me burp a bit. Stolen treasure, tip of the Western Peninsula. Tip of the Western Peninsula. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll probably look for it while I think it's up around here then. So I'll just do that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's up here. There we go.
You spy a rather large number of
Yeah, we know. We got it. Yep, that's pretty cool. Now let's open it. Moonlit gown. Thank you. I will wear it with pride. Definitely a better upgrade. Okay. Moving on.
Something's catching the sunlight just so. Something. Sure enough, this is the location those light convinced you found their stash. You open the chest with a
Okay.
satisfied smirk.
So don't be too impressed by me finding this thing because basically I kind of had to look this one up. So there's no way to look at this, but oh god, Charlotte's barking like crazy. Give me a second. But yeah, basically, this island is kind of shaped like a dragon. I guess that was the idea of it. So I had to look for something that looked like a nostril, a dragon's nostril of this island. But the problem is, there's not really any way to tell if this thing is shaped like a dragon. Because, you know, like, this is as far as I can zoom out, you know? And it's not like there's an actual map button that you can grab. So you basically just had to, like, scan this whole island and guess that, oh, this thing's the shape of a dragon. Who knew? But anyway, I'm sorry that I'm, like, pretty much everything else that was going on was rather dull, so I just went around looking for the treasure. But yay, here it is. Here's the mausoleum. It's right here. But unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to cut this one a bit short for now. There's still some things I want to do before moving into the mausoleum. More specifically, trying to get some of the weapons that I still need to get. So I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding. I'll spend a little more time off camera just trying to grind, trying to get gold, trying to get some of the weapons that I missed. But I will be back, and the next time I'm going to head into the mausoleum and take down or take on Sherwin, who I'm very sure is in there. Not sure what he's planning to do with the dragon tier, but I'm very sure he's going to try to find it in there. So until then, if you stop by, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.